What if I told you the war in the Strait of Hormuz is actually a calculated global pivot? But forget everything you've heard on the mainstream news. They tell you it's about oil. They tell you it's about a broken ceasefire. Today we go beyond the headlines to reveal the hidden cost of this war, a cost that is currently draining your savings and reshaping the global food supply. What happens if the strait stays closed? And why are global powers actually allowing this stalemate to continue? Let's dive into the truth that nobody is talking about. June 17th was supposed to be the day the world breathed a sigh of relief. A 14-point MOU was signed. But look closer, it was a trap from the start. Iran needed sanctions relief. The US needed a free strait. Neither side could deliver. Why? Because the hardliners in Tehran don't answer to the diplomats anymore. The ceasefire didn't fail. It was sabotaged. Iran is no longer fighting a conventional war. They've moved to attrition by proxy. By targeting commercial tankers, they aren't trying to win militarily. They are trying to make the cost of U.S. presence in the Gulf unbearable. It's a game of economic chicken, and they know the U.S. voter has a low tolerance for high gas prices. This isn't just geopolitics. When the Strait of Hormuz is at risk, your grocery bill is at risk. Fertilizer prices? Tied to gas. Plastics? Tied to oil. The transport of every single consumer good in your home depends on those shipping lanes. We are entering a cycle of permanent inflation. This is the hidden tax of the Iran war. Here's the part you won't hear: energy independence. The U.S. is using this conflict to force the world off Middle Eastern oil. If oil becomes too dangerous to transport, the transition to alternative energy becomes mandatory, not optional. Is this conflict a tool for a global energy reset? The data suggests that major powers are playing a long game that the average consumer doesn't see. Our analysis projects three scenarios. 1. A prolonged, low-intensity, gray zone war. 2. A complete blockade leading to a global recession. Or 3. A massive diplomatic capitulation that we haven't seen in decades. Given the current political climate in the U.S. and the internal power struggles in Tehran, the most likely outcome? A slow, painful decline in global trade efficiency. In my opinion, we are watching the end of an era. The era of cheap, globalized energy is effectively over. No matter who wins this war, the consumer loses. If the U.S. leaves, energy prices stay high due to instability. If the U.S. stays, we continue to pay for a military footprint that keeps trade lanes open, but at a heavy inflationary cost. Now I want to hear from you. The experts are divided, but the data is clear. Life is getting harder for the common citizen. Do you think the U.S. should prioritize energy independence at the cost of your current gas prices, or should we demand a total diplomatic withdrawal? Drop a comment. Independence or diplomacy? Your voice matters. Thank you.